Hey guys, this is Fleachiana96 and I'm bringing you another podfic. Today's podfic is titled When I Look in His Eyes, I See You, written by My Hero Worst Wolvie. And I just want to give thanks to the author for letting me podfic their work. Link to the fic is down below, along with any trigger warnings. Please make sure you go and check out and pay tribute to the original work. Leave lots of kudos and comments for this angsty piece, and it is heavy angst, heavy on the angst. The summary for this work is as follows. Izuku has to learn to navigate parenthood alone when Katsuki fails to return safely like he had promised. This fic has 540 words. With that being said, let's get into it. Katsuki had left on a 2-month mission, and he had promised that he would be back before Izuku could even finish rattling off all the All Might facts that the green-haired Omega knew. The blonde Alpha was wrong. He never came home, leaving a now 3 months pregnant Izuku all alone. Dealing with his pregnancy was a challenging process for Izuku. Sometimes he'd get so over-emotional that he'd snap and push anyone away. Other times he'd get super clingy and get the urge to pick up his phone and call Katsuki, only to remember the Alpha is gone. The day the pup is born, Izuku looks down upon the face of his son, and when asked by his friends who were there on the name of the beautiful blonde pup that looks like a tiny Katsuki with freckles, he whispered softly, "I'm going to name him Katsune Bakugo, my fierce kitsune." Izuku wanted to honor Katsuki in every way, so he named their son Katsune, since kitsunes were one of Katsuki's most favorite Japanese creatures. The creature was believed to be a fierce, intelligent spirit whose wisdom increased with age, and Izuku thought it was perfect. It blended both Katsuki's and his own personality together into a beautiful name. Years later, looking into the piercing, glaring green eyes of Katsune, Izuku can almost see Katsuki in the way the small blonde looks at him. The boy is a carbon copy of his father, and Izuku almost feels as if Katsuki never truly left him. Katsune has Katsuki's brash attitude, cocky grin, but when he becomes the age where most find out their quirks and secondary gender, Izuku immediately knows something is off. Katsune's scent is a perfect balance of fresh mint and burnt caramel. However, the mixed scent classifying him as a beta isn't the worst news. When the doctor informs Izuku that Katsune is quirkless, he feels hopeless. He knows the news will devastate the pup, who had looked forward to following in his father's hero footsteps. What do you say to your child, who had been bragging since he could talk that he'd be the #1 hero, just like his father had tried to do? How do you crush a child's dream without making them hate you for the rest of their life? Izuku found that hard. He suddenly realized this is exactly how his own mother felt when having to shatter his own dreams long ago. He could feel the ache in his heart. He didn't want to do it, but he knew he couldn't let his son live a delusion. That would just be worse. Breaking the news to Katsune went exactly how Izuku expected it to. The boy glared at him, threw a few rather hurtful insults at him, before storming away and slamming his room door shut. "When I look into his eyes, I see you, Kachan," Izuku whispers out to the empty room of the kitchen, knowing Katsuki's looking down from above, probably with the biggest smirk on his glorious face. Izuku could already tell that Katsune would be much like Katsuki, and never give up on the dream of becoming the best at everything he does in life. Thank you guys so much for listening. Let me know what you thought about that one in the comments below. Like I pre-warned, there's heavy angst on that one, and I'm kind of hoping that the author goes into another chapter and it kind of like shows Katsune becoming the hero, like a quirkless hero. Like we've seen quirkless hero fics before. So drop what you think down below, and I will catch you guys in the next fic. Thanks!